welcome to the newly renovated house the Hair Dog built. My name's Harry James. Well, not only did we get renovated here, Oklahoma got renovated as far as the team's concerned, and are now have a clear path, sort of, for the Big 12 championship. Now, it really helped as the Sooners stomped the Hawks in Norman, 62-9. The Jayhawks, that is, of Les Smiles. Let's see why Les wasn't smiling after this one. Next, Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away! Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name's Harry James. Let's take a look at why Les wasn't smiling after this one. It's a 62-9 loss for his Jayhawks to our beloved Oklahoma Sooners, and it starts with his quarterback, Jalen Daniels, who had only 115 yards through the air, didn't have another game without a touchdown, had 2 interceptions, so 2 air bumps in the air, air fists in the air for the Sooner defense. His game-long pass this week, 23 yards. Superstar freshman Spencer Rattler had him a game with about 212 yards in the air to go with a touchdown. Did have that costly interception. His long pass of the night, 33 yards. The running game, for Kansas at least, how about Daniel Hershaw Jr., 10 carries, 71 yards, 0 touchdowns. 47 was his longest run of the night. And Amari Hickson, 10 carries for him, 43 yards, 0 touchdowns. His game long, 12 yards was his run. For our beloved Oklahoma Sooners, he's back! That's right, Ramondre Stevenson, 11 carries, a $104, and 2 more touchdowns added on. His longest run of the night, 29 yards. Stephen Pledger helped him out too, carrying the rock 7 times for 36 yards and a touch. His long was 11 yards. Receiving for Kansas, Luke Graham, the freshman, 4 catches, 61 yards, 0 touchdowns. 23 yards was his longest pass. Also, Kawani Lastiner II, 4 catches, 29 yards, 0 touches. 12 was his longest reception. For the Sooners of Oklahoma, leading the reception tools, what about Ramondre Stevenson had 4 of them in his own right. 60 yards for receiving, 0 touchdowns. His longest pass, 19 yards. Second leader in receptions, that dude, Dylan. That's right, Austin, that dude Stogner, 18, 3 catches, 75 yards and a touch. His long was 19 yards. And for the Sooner defense, Kansas defense first, by the way, sorry. Ricky Thomas, 8 total tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumbles recovered, 0 picks as a safety. And linebacker Nate Betts, 8 tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumbles recovered, 0 picks. For the defense of Oklahoma, Chance Sylvie, 7 total tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumbles recovered, 0 picks for the safety. And also defensive back DJ Graham stepped up really well tonight. 5 tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 0 picks, 0 fumbles recovered. The specialists, will start with the punters. Rice Vernon, 9 total punts tonight for Kansas. And Vernon, who wears number 24, by the way, 9 punts, 36.8 average, 0 touchbacks, 0 inside the 20. His longest was a 48-yard bomb punt. For the Sooners of Oklahoma, Reeves Munchau, 2 punts, 39.7 in average, 37.5 in average, 0 touchbacks, 0 inside the 20. 45 was his longest punt. Regular kicking, we'll start with Kansas, and that's Caleb Bocarillia. 1 for 1 for 32 yards for him, for 100% at the end of the first half. Quite literally, no time left. And Austin Seibert, 2 for 2, 40, and a long of 50 tonight. 100% for his accuracy tonight. Getting back on track. And that aforementioned scoring started with the aforementioned that dude, Austin Stogner, with his long of a 20-yard catch from Spencer Rattler. Spencer finds him in the end zone for 20 yards out. 7-0 Sooners. 12:01 left in the first quarter. Adding on to the second quarter, and with 1:26 left, Ramondre Stevenson rumbles and bumbles into the end zone like a big bowling ball from 13 yards out. 14-0 Sooners. Then came the game that you don't want to see. That happened in the second quarter, where superstar quarterback Spencer Rattler showed off his legs and basically bulldozed his own way into the end zone from 2 yards out. 21-0 Sooners. With 8:13 left, with 4:48 left, Gabe Burkitt says, hey, we're not done scoring yet. Kicks a field goal through the uprights. From 40 yards out, it is 24-0 at this point. And then Pledger says, we're not done yet either. Because with a $1:26 left, he's in for the 4-yard touchdown run. At this point, it is 31-0 as we head to the end of the second quarter and into overtime. But we're not quite there yet, because with exactly zeros on the clock, Jacob Boriclia, 32-yarder, up and through the pipes. It is 31-3. Good guys. Second half, the 50-yarder from Burkitt, up and through, 34-3. This is with a 11-17 left in the third. Up and good. And Ramondre Stevenson then says, I'm in too. 29 yards to the end zone. 41-3. 8:59 left. And we'll fast forward to the fourth quarter, where Tanner Mordecai finds true freshman Marvin Mims in the end zone, tippy-tapping 48-3 because of the tip-tap was in the end zone. 14:54 left. Mordecai 14 yards to Mims. Marcus Majors then gets in 55-3. This is 11:21 left. Here we go. Chandler Morris, the third quarterback, is in the end zone. All 3 quarterbacks scored tonight. Chandler's was a 13-yard touchdown run in his own right, with his dad in the stands, by the way. 62-3 with 7:50 left. Sooners leading. But it wouldn't end that way. Kendrick Miles and number 3, Kendrick Miles, and number 34, Will Huggins, report in for a 20-yard touchdown. Again, no time left So it is 60-9, and that's why it's not 60-10, literally, just like they scored this with no time left. They just like they scored the field goal with no time left, I should say. They scored this with absolutely no time left on the clock in the second half. Riley's right call of the game. Well, it might not be Riley's choice, but it was a great call as, Spencer Rattler calls his own name to get into the end zone from 2 yards out in the second quarter. And then Grinch's clinch. Jalen Daniels, the starter for the Rock Chalks and Jayhawks of Les Miles. Very mobile quarterback, by the way. But not so mobile that he could get away from Nick Patnito, who sacked him for a 6-yard loss on 4th down. That gave the Sooners the ball back because it's a turnover if you get them on 4th down. All right, guys, that'll do it for the reviews this week. No preview with a bye week. But next Sunday, it will be all crimson, baby. It's a crimson state. There's no orange in this state, baby. It's all crimson, and they'll be out for blood. You can imagine they will be, as the Sooners will try to earn their right to play in the Big 12 Championship by earning a head-to-head game with Okie State. That game is not yet has yet to be named. I would not be surprised, though, however, if we finally, and I mean finally, have a night game for Bedlam in Norman. Now, we've gone to Stillwater the last couple of years and had a night game, but I do not believe we have ever had a game under the lights, a night game, with Bedlam on the line in Norman. And that very well could happen in 2 weeks. A week from Saturday. Remember, a week from Saturday, because this is a bye week. And just like we deserve it, oh boy, and we do by scoring 62-9 points. But Oklahoma State also deserves it. After a hard-fought win over Kansas State and really knocking them to the middle pier. And all Kansas State has to do is lose one more game, and they're out of it. And Oklahoma State is in it. Because Kansas State and Oklahoma are now tied with 2 losses. A third loss could be devastating to Kansas State, as also could be devastating to Oklahoma. Alright guys, thanks for watching. My name's Harry James. You can catch this and all my other videos on YouTube, Boomer Sooner 1982. Also my Facebook account, Harry James Taylor, or on Twitter, @HypeManHarry. Alright guys, until next week when we preview Bedlam, I'm out of here. Boomer Sooner. See you guys. Peace.